So I'm on Heathcote Creek today, doing some exploration of some of the more historical areas in Heathcote National Park, and I'm currently standing on the wall of Lake Tuluma. So here's the dam wall here, and it's good to see it actually running, and here is the dam. I haven't actually visited this place before, first time. I've walked past it quite a number of times, but I think it's quite interesting. The dam wall seems to be about 8 meters in height, and obviously, as you can see, it's flowing, which is good. It means that the water down Heathcote Creek will also be flowing. Unfortunately though, it does look quite, I guess, brown. And actually, I'd say it'd be quite deep, the same depth as what it is on that side there. So I don't really think it's suitable for swimming in, but it is interesting to visit. Wonder what's over there. Okay, so we're at Lake Tuluma and the dam wall, and we're just having a look at some of the surrounds nearby. So as you can see, there's metal pipes, got bits of, I don't know, sheet metal here, and over here this looks quite interesting. It's what I believe to be a looks like a boiler of sorts. Lots of holes going through it. I'd say you'd run water through there, which would be heated up, and everything underneath would be on fire, you know, some sort of a heat source, coal, something like that. I'm not quite sure exactly why you'd have a boiler, or even if this is a boiler. I may have that wrong. I know that this was all from the nearby railway scheme that they had in the late 1800s, early 1900s, where they'd have to pump water from the dam here. This is why the dam was created, uphill to at least waterfall, so they could get water to refill the steam engines. So they made their trip from all Opford, up the coast, and Stanwell Park, up the coast to where we are now. So yeah, I'm not sure whether this is a pump of sorts or a boiler, but it is interesting. Wonder what that is over there. A couple of foundations, same as over that side there as well. Yeah, not quite sure. My guess is that it would relate to extracting the water from the dam. So you can see here what looks like a footing for some piping. Obviously they needed to have pipes going into the dam. Let's try not to fall over. So this could have been used to extract the water. Not sure. Interesting. Not something you come across every day. Okay, so I've just come along this creek here, which is Heathcote Creek, down from the dam. There's actually quite bushy coming along here, a bit of a scrub bash, but you know, that's to be expected when you come along creeks. Because you can't actually walk in, you could walk in the water, but your feet would get wet and you'd probably slip over. So we've come down here to where the fire trail from where my car is comes down, and we're going to now follow along the Bulla Waring track, which was made by members of the Mountain Trails Club. It's Kingfisher Pool, which is quite a large swimming hole on Heathcote Creek. There's actually a campsite nearby, which I just passed. It's even got a toilet there, but unfortunately the toilet's been over time abused, and so not in the best shape. So I've just come off the Bulla Waring track, which is just down there, and I found this little cave here. Looks pretty cool. Not very big, but big enough to have a little fireplace, and you know, there's room to stand up in here. It's actually quite cavernous there. Yeah, interesting what you find. Definitely probably a good spot to camp if it was raining and you didn't have a tent. So we're just at where the Bullagawar track crosses what is known as Whippoorwill or Myuna, that one, this creek, Myuna Creek. So what we're going to do is just backtrack just a tad and skirt along this creek here, and the hope is to go from where we are here and around and check out this area here, which was a property leased by Sydney bushwalkers, and apparently there's some artifacts along the way. Well, isn't this nice? I've just come up that creek that I can't pronounce, Myuna, and come across this nice little pool just here. So that was unexpected. I didn't know what the pool would look like. I knew there was a pool here somewhere, but I think it's quite nice. Yeah, look, we've even got a nice cave here. And the best thing is that the water here trickling through this area should be suitable to drink. Unlike the water from Heathcote Creek, this all comes off I guess undeveloped land, so should be suitable to drink. Does look a little bit reedy though, but it is nice. So it's 5 o'clock. I haven't found anything in the way of what I was looking for with regards to, you know, rock ledges and remains of houses or huts and things of that nature. So I think I'm just going to have a break and maybe start going back, because I need to get back to my car for 6. It's always important that you leave enough time for the return trip. This is where we are, just on this little creek here. It's nice, you know, a couple of little pools. But the scrub on either side is, I guess, relatively thick. You know, it's not easy going as such. And I think on the way back I'm just going to cut up straight up that way over the hill and down to Heathcote Creek for a faster return. Well, the bush seems to be a little bit thicker than what I anticipated, but it's no problem, because I know I need to go uphill to get to where I want to go, and as long as I keep on walking uphill, I'll get to where I want to go. It does mean that, you know, the going's a little bit slower and your legs get a bit more scratched up and you can't tell exactly the direction that you're heading as well as you could if it wasn't scrubby, but it's always a good experience. Okay, so we're over the mound on the peak over there, and it's dropping down the other side of the ridge. Luckily it's not as thick on this side. It's only a little bit better, but should mean that the going's a little bit faster. Okay, you know you're starting to get a bit thicker and you have to crawl over the top of things to get forwards. Stick in the ear. Come on. Slowly, slowly. That's a little better. Whoa. Onwards. And it's the track. Yay! Back on the track. Now, I definitely know that hurt a bit more than going the other way, but I think I may have just saved some time, hopefully. So we're back on where the fire trail cuts Heathcote Creek, crossed Heathcote Creek, and it's time to head up the Bullawarring track back to the car at Waterfall. So I'm inside of the car over there, and on the horizon, blood orange setting sun. Just beautiful. Look at that. Back at the car, and it's just about 6 o'clock as expected. Good trip.